All right, so we're just days away from August, which means that for many kids, summer's winding down. And although some parents may be glad to send their kids back to school, it can be tricky getting them back into that routine. So you guys know her. Ask Ashley. She's in studio with tips on how parents can help their children prepare for back to school. So Ashley, the big thing, I think I hit it. A lot of parents, they're like, get these kids out of here, right?
It is time. It's time for them to go back, yes.
So how do you, even though the parents are highly motivated, how do you get like your kids ready, like, hey guys, it's time, you know?
So we're about 2 to 3 weeks away from getting the kids back into school, and I think the very first thing that parents want to consider is start getting their sleeping patterns back in sync with their school schedule. Make sure that they're getting plenty of sleep. I know for my kids, they are usually like going on the bus by like 6:30 in the morning, but they have been staying up like till 2 o'clock in the morning this summer, so it's time to wind down with that. One of the other things that I think would be really great is it's time to have like one of those heart-to-heart family expectation and family plan conversations, letting the kids know, hey, like this is going to be the school schedule. You know, you've got practices if they're in sports, or if they're not in sports, let them know how you're going to be supportive to them throughout the school year.
So setting those expectations and even that schedule, getting these kids to school, like to go to bed on time. So is that kind of a gradual thing that you suggest? Like,
well, that's why I wanted to talk about it today, because you've got about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, CPS schools, I think you have about 3 weeks. Some of the other schools you have maybe only like 2 weeks left before they're going back to school. So if you kind of start it now and gradually work your way there, then it'll be a much easier transition for the kiddos.
Cool.
You can also attend a back to school event. I know that Guiding Light Mentor Group and Chase Elementary School is having their second annual community back to school event on August the 13th from 1 to 4 at Chase Elementary. So you can get free school supplies, free braiding for the young ladies or young men, free haircuts, some free dental hygiene kits. So I think that'll be really nice to kind of, you know, get them a little excited.
And it just gets them like back into like, hey,
to the
check
groove.
out these new friends. And like, this is the environment we're going back to.
Yes.
And then you say have one last big hurrah, summer's over, right?
One big last like family fun activity, Coney Islands, Kings Island, family activity day at the park, or if you have the funds and you have the means, just take a really quick road trip, you know, and just do something memorable with the kiddos and let them know that it is it's time to go. It's time.
What is one of the, you know, with your kids, what's the big thing, the one big thing that you think a lot of parents can identify when it comes to getting your kids ready to go back? What's one big, like, normally their hang up when
they're not excited?
Yeah.
They're not excited, and you have to get them excited. You have to let them know, like, hey, I know you've had a great time all summer, but it's time to get back in the swing of things. Time to go to bed on time, eat a good healthy breakfast, and you know, just get excited about being back in the school environment. And again, for me, the biggest thing is letting my kids know that I am there to support them with whatever homework, practices. You know, I'll even go out there and bump volleyball with my daughter if I have to.
It's so much fun. Thank you for being with us this Saturday. Folks,